My eyes are watering. It is windy out and not very cool, but gosh, you know, I've been wearing my glasses for the last probably almost 2 weeks because my eyes have just really been irritated. But I did put in, my eyes have been feeling better, and I put in a new pair of contacts today, so they feel fine. But that cold gust of wind, whew, that just, I wasn't expecting it, I guess. My senses took over and started making me look like I'm crying. I'm not, I promise. Yesterday, I mowed a really big section out by the other side of the pond, which is pretty cool. It looks really clean, really nice. We were having some major issues with our front tires here on our bad boy, and we went and got some of those no flat tires, and we'll let you know how they work. Literally, they had them delivered the next day, which was super cool. They are a little pricey. I think it was like $80 a tire. We went with the 2 front tires, and yeah, so far so good. Hey friends, Jennifer here with Moreau Family Farm. We got some stuff going on today, but first we're gonna start off with this girl. My Abby. My Abby, look at her. Look at her. She just loves attention, this girl. Loves it. She's a good baby. She's a good big baby. Oh my gosh, she's a heavy baby. But she's a good baby. She's heavy. You're heavy. Golly, my eyes still are not adjusted. They don't burn or anything, but maybe it has something to do with the smoke too, which is what I want to talk to you guys about. So, yesterday, Antonio told me to mow a small section because we wanted to try doing a controlled burn. So, luckily, you know, our well is right here, and there is a water hose, which he has the hose. I don't know if you could see it, but the hose is right there. So I mowed, it's a decent size, and I mowed it wide, like two strips wide on this side, like the size of a driveway, let's just say. But we wanted to see how a controlled burn works, and also just doing a small section of it at first to see how controlled it is, how, you know, how crazy it gets and stuff like that. Again, we do have water close by, so if we need to put it out, we could very easily put it out without an issue. And there are some areas that has some really tall grass, so I'm a little concerned about this area when that goes up. It's going to be really crazy. I don't know if you see it, like right there.
Right here. It's gonna be the same way.
Is it? Oh yeah, right there too. So it's going to get really smoky. But it seems to be doing okay. Yeah, it's not crossing that border over there.
No spot they tried to, I just stopped something
Okay.
with my Crocs.
With your Crocs. And your plastic Crocs didn't go up in flames? All right. Well, that's good. Yeah, so I'll show you. I'll just walk over here and kind of show you the path that we did. You can kind of see right here, this line, how it's lower on that side. So it shouldn't cross. Let me see if I can, let me see. You can kind of see it on this side, but not that great. It's high. Let me see if I can stand here. This line right here. So this side over is tall. then it goes pretty short right here, and then it's tall again right there. So it's a nice, you know, driveway size. And then we stopped it right here. This is a nice green path. This is a path that I had made during the summer that goes down to the pond. So it's a nice green path. There's nothing really too dead over here. So it should stop pretty good over on this side. But it's a nice big area. You know, there's a lot of farms that do this. It's a very common thing. Something about the ash and being on the earth actually helps to fertilize the soil and makes the soil just really good and healthy. So we want to do just small sections, and as long as we can keep this burn under control, you know, obviously you want to do it on a day where it's not too windy. Oh, that's that big section right there that's going up in flame. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear him at all, but he said today's a little bit windier than what he thought it was going to be, but it's not blowing horribly. And there really isn't, the wind is actually blowing in that direction, which would be towards the house, but there's really no tall grass going that direction. All the tall grass is going towards me and this field here.
So what I did, because I know the wind is blowing like this way.
Can I just stop you really quick? That blue shirt looks really nice on you with the blue sky in the background.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, you've been working out.
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Just what I already have.
Oh, farm muscles, as you call them, right?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Country.
Go ahead. Oh, country muscles, right. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt you, but you kind of like, you know.
So what I did, see, I gotta keep an eye on that ash.
Yeah.
So what I did is, because I know the wind is blowing, like you'll see it's gonna go this way and then it's gonna veer off that way.
Mm-hmm. But
So
now it's going that
I
way.
did the flame going here, going that way.
Uh-huh.
Letting the wind help.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. But now it seems like it's coming.
The fire is coming this way, it's burning, but it's gotta fight the wind.
Right.
You know, because if I would have lit it from that, well, not fighting the wind, actually, because right here it's, like I said, going that way.
Well, it feels like the wind is changing directions a little bit.
If you watch the smoke, it's going to go that way, and then it's going to go that way.
Right.
So it's all this right here.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was going to say that's the section over there where you probably need to keep an eye on it. Oh, it's hot. You could see it's stopping at the edge where it's low, just like it's supposed to. Yeah, it's doing really good. Really good. It's really cool how these controlled burns work. How it goes after the dead grass that's tall, and then as soon as the grass goes low, it just stops. So like I was saying, these controlled burns, it really helps the soil and the earth. And especially for us, because we don't have a tractor, this is going to be really, really helpful. Now it looks weird. You know, it looks kind of funny. Yeah, well, that's what I said, that the ash and that carbon is just really good for the soil. Yep. So it looks good. Not only is today an exciting day because of this controlled burn, which is pretty exciting, I have to say, but it's also exciting because in the next few hours, we will have our kitchen cabinets delivered. So that's super exciting. Then I'm just going to have to figure out what I'll be doing for countertops. I'm still in debate on doing half granite and half butcher block. But we'll get to that when we get there. I did get my sink. My sink has been delivered. I have not opened up the box yet to make sure that it's in one piece, which hopefully it is. I'm hoping it's the right one. It looks like it's the right one because it does say Deerfield on the box. But hopefully it didn't get broken. I noticed that the box had two areas on it where it was kind of like squished in and the box was ripped a little bit. Hopefully they packaged it really well to where nothing got ruined or damaged, I should say. What's that? Oh. Well, it probably could have went a little bit further and not.
But just an example, that Crocs are used for something.
And those are not the generic Crocs either. Those are the real deal. Maybe Crocs will give you some sort of endorsement. Ha!
That's a bunch of Crocs.
That is a bunch of Croc for sure. We'll just leave it.
It looks good, man. I'm gonna tell you how good it is. Look, check it out. Bring your camera.
Well, I'm watching the big. Oh golly,
Look.
that is one heck of a fire right there.
Look. Still.
Yes.
Still got the nice stuff.
Hold on, I'm watching this big section go up in flames, mister.
Well, look, so you can do it yourself.
Go ahead.
See it? Under the ash. You still got those ash.
Yeah.
They'll be going back and forth.
Right.
You just burning all the cold grass.
Got a little out of control over there, but we had a bucket of water. Went out pretty easy. No big deal. But those are the things that you want to make sure that you're constantly watching your controlled burns to make sure that, you notice things that are going on, and you make sure that everything is doing what you want it to do and not getting out of control. Oh, he just said as long as the wind is blowing that way right now, then this area here should be okay. But if it decides to blow back this way again, then we do have to be careful of it popping over on this side. But I think it'll be okay because the grass is greener through here, thankfully. And it'll take longer for the fire to catch on green grass than it does on dead grass. What are you going to do? Stop, drop, and roll? Alright, here goes the big section right now, right there in the middle. All of this right here is pretty thick. Boy, it's hot. It's hard to tell if it's the fire that's hot or the sun, because that sun's pretty hot. But the sun's hot today too. I can smell your shoes burning. All right, let's see what it does. See this side, it stopped really good over here at the edge of the grass. So just need to see where it's gonna stop over here. But it looks really good. We're gonna have to burn some of that stuff right in there in the center. You know, I'm thinking this spot right here, you know what it would be good for? It would be, don't you agree? Yeah. It gets direct sun. It's close to a water source. Right there. So, I think that's it. This area here is gonna be my garden. It's my garden. You cool with that? He said yes, he doesn't care. So cool. Very exciting. And another cool thing about that is this is really close to the chickens. And when all of the goats are in this path here, it's going to be really close for me to give them like any kind of leftover vegetables and stuff. So it's going to be super easy to feed the other animals the leftovers. Oh, I'm so excited about that. That is super cool. And because this curves right here, when I did the path, I was just making it kind of fun and going like wavy. But what I'll end up doing here is just, you know, kind of squaring it up. And any other areas that need to be squared up. Yeah? So awesome. You are? Right now? You better make sure that you go really low.
Yeah.
Like really, really low.
Let me just keep eye on that straight. Look, see, look, green. Didn't hurt the bottom. It just burns all the top stuff.
Yeah, anything that was dead, that's all.
Everything that was grinded.
Yeah.
Almost everything that was grinded. You know.
Yeah, and basically it's not going all the way down to like the root system or anything like that. It's just killing off the tops, any of the top dead material. So when it grows back, it's going to grow back nice and full and lush. You can see it's still kind of on fire in this area here. So we got to continue to keep an eye on that.
It's nothing. It's just
Ash.
ashy.
So this area here, this is the center. So I don't understand why this area did not take off in flames. I really don't know. It seems like it's dead enough. I mean, this is obviously all dead. There's a little bit of green in there, but for the most part, I mean, that's how all that is too. And that stuff, you know, pretty much took off. So some areas are just like, why? Why didn't it take off? He loves playing in the fireplace, a fire pit.
What man doesn't?
I don't know. It does. My mom, she's funny. She likes playing with the fires too. Like if there's a fire pit, you know, she's always in there like moving the sticks around with her main stick, and she does. Daisy Doodlebug. Hey Daisy. Where's everybody else? Hi. What? You got itchies? You got an itch? What? You're such a stink bug. That's what your name should be. Stink bug. Not Daisy. Stink. We got a ladybug. I call you Daisy Bug, but you should be Stink Bug. Oh. Oh. So. The other ones are laying over there, just relaxing. One of these days we're going to get this stuff out of here, but man, it is so heavy. I told Antonio that what we'll probably have to do is try to get a lot of this stuff out if we can. Maybe figure out a way to siphon this water out of here and drag the thing out. Because one day, once all of this stuff is fenced in, of course we'd want to make this nicer. You know, a little cleaner, and we want to separate the two stalls and make it two separate stalls, but add on to it and have just like a row of stalls for the goats, so that way when they're going to kid, it'd be easier to just make sure that they're in their own individual stall. We could be out here, or we can move them over there, whatever the case is. It would just make it easier if we had more stalls over here. But this has got to go. And it's obviously too heavy the way it is right now. You should siphon that water out.
Suck it out?
Not you personally suck it out, but yeah, you know, do that siphon thing that you do. You have that little hand pump thing to siphon it out. He being friendly today? Huh? He has his good days and bad days. And his bad days aren't like mean days. They're just like how Daisy was. She's like, don't touch me. I'm not in the mood. They get in their little moods. Right? You get your little mood swings. This guy's so little. Look. Daisy's gonna come. Abby's gonna come say hi. Abby's like, how come I'm not getting loved on? My short babies. Hi, Miss Abby. Abigail. Oh. There is not really a day that Abby does not want to get loved on. Isn't that right, Abby? She's like, give me more. Give me more. How you doing, little mama? Little mamacita. Can you watch your little horns there? I hope she's pregnant. Are you pregnant? Huh? Are you? Is there anything in there? Oh, you're such a attention girl. She needs all the attention in the world. Yeah, I know. I know. You're a good girl. She loves her kisses. She loves her kisses. Yes. he wants to burn another section so bad, but I told him he can't because we're waiting for the delivery truck to get here, and I don't know what time they're coming, and I would hate for the delivery truck to get here and him have to stop watching the fire, you know. But he said, all right, well, that's fine, but I'm at least gonna mow everything and get it prepared. When Zion's here, because tomorrow's Saturday, Zion's gonna really get a kick out of this. It'll be something new for him. So, like I said earlier, they're gonna do another burn tomorrow, I guess. As long as it's controlled, I am cool with it. We have plenty of water buckets. We'll have an extra person, actually 2 extra people, because Zion and Alexia will both be here. So while I'm recording, Alexia and Zion can fill water buckets or whatever we need. Most likely Zion. I don't think Alexia is really going to want to be involved with it, but between the 3 of us, I'm sure it'll be just fine. But I just don't know how big of a section he's doing. Doesn't look very big. I don't know what he's doing. Not quite sure what he's up to. Day 2 of controlled burn. So far, so good. We've seen 2 rats running out of our pasture, which is even better because it wasn't running towards the rest of the pasture. Yesterday, when Antonio wanted to mow some of the yard to get it prepared for today's burn, he said he saw probably about, I don't know, 10, 15 rats, something like that. I mean, I guess in a field this big, that's really not that bad. Could have been a lot worse. But yeah, we've seen a few rats coming through. Things are going well. We started over on this end and we're burning towards where we finished last time. That way it burns a lot slower, and it's easier to stay on top of. But I'm at the far end here to watch any kind of uncontrolled burns like this right here, where it started to get a little out of hand, but not too bad. Most of the stuff you can just kind of stomp out with your foot. I've got boots on, so no big deal. Antonio was stomping it out with his Crocs on, and those, I mean, it's like fine hair, you know. It doesn't really catch a flame. It's yeah, it's just like a light burn, so it's easy to kind of stomp out with your foot. But we're using wet rags when it starts coming outside the line, and just putting it out with a wet rag, or just stomping it out with our foot. Zion's here helping out today. Oh, how cute. Yeah. I'm gonna move back this direction because the smoke is changing course again, so I do not want to be in the line of smoke, that is for sure. So everything so far so good. Cows are good. She saw my bucket of water there, so she's being nosy Nelly. This is the very first area that was set on fire, and as you can see, like right there, it's starting up again. So that's why I'm standing down here. Just if any of that stuff gets a little bit too far, I will be here to put it out. I hate being downwind with the smoke, but it is what it is. Smoke keeps on changing directions. Zion is really enjoying this. He is down there. I don't know why he's enjoying it, but he is. So here we go again. As you can see, this spot right here, because the wind picked up just a little bit, It's flaming a little bit, but not too bad. It looks like it might have already went out. But I will keep an eye on that, along with those areas over there. As soon as the wind kicks up, it's basically fueling the fire again. So you just want to make sure that those areas that are still smoking don't relight or reignite. Got to keep the fires down. Well, friends, that's going to wrap things up for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and until next time, you guys be blessed. We'll see you then. Bye, guys.